Hi, it's Andy Braitman again from Braitman Studio and Cheap Joe's. I'm going to go through a few products with you. This first one is American Journey wax-coated pencils. They're wax and pigment pencils that are crayons, basically. And there are several different products that are like these, but this is the hardest one of them that I've found, and it can, on the same hot plate, it'll liquefy, and you can melt it and come back and draw with it. So if I wanted to pick up an area and find some detail, I can get this wet paint to pick up the surface, and that just becomes part of the surface now. So these marks that I'm making here will stay and become part of that oil painting. It's just really a magical little surface. But let's assume for a second that you're not as confident as I am, and you want to sketch something out. The same tool, I can come over here and sketch the shape of the boat out and see what's going to happen. I'll move these things out of the way. And I can see the shape of the boat, figure out where the reflection is going to be, get a sense of the pole that's going to tie it up, and maybe a buoy over here, where are my dark shapes. And I can do a lot of work right on this before I ever start this part of the painting process. So this, not only is it a finished product, but it's also a starting product. It's a really good way to give yourself a layout and see what's going to happen. So for instance, I'm not sure where that buoy was going to go. I may want to find it and place it here while I'm still playing with the idea, so I have some sense of position and placement. And at the beginning of the painting or at the end of the painting, this is a great tool. So let's say I want to find a little bit of complexity in this side of the boat and I want to get a dark red. I can just come back on top, get this wet, and play right inside this and leave these colors down just where they are. Clean that up. Just a really good tool. I like this a lot, and that's the American Journey. It's called a watercolor stick, but it works fine with these oil products because it's pure pigment in beeswax.